Hi, we're just waiting for the customer live streaming system to cut in. There she is. We are underway. Let me get into the Zoom part of Zoom. Hi, everybody. Welcome along to today. There's my name is Paul Botford. It's my great pleasure to join you today. I'll be joining you on the daily market update and economic calendar for today, the 14th of December. We're getting towards the end of 2020. What a year it's been, eh? Full of rubbish, but also full of opportunity for traders. Interesting, starting off with the economic calendar today. According to the economic calendar, there's no news Sunday, there's no news Monday, there's no news Tuesday. Seems to forget that last night we were supposed to have a Brexit decision, and we didn't. But I understand, pushed out in the future. Not much reaction to it, muted reaction to it so far. And also tonight, I think we're heading for Monday night US, Tuesday morning New Zealand. We're looking for electoral college votes in the US. And if anything was to go weird there, I think we would see a pretty big reaction to it. Other than that, really a pretty big news week, and we look forward to seeing a lot of interesting stuff. Normally, the flash services stuff will come in France, manufacturing, Germany, manufacturing. We've got the big. Then it starts to get a bit more realistic. Wednesday, OPEC meetings, and we started to see if we can get a bit closer to what they're going to do about capacity that will impact oil sales if we get some decisions out of them this time through. More flash manufacturing and flash services out of the US. FOMC economic projections, FOMC statement, FOMC press conference on Thursday morning Singapore time, Wednesday night US. Employment change, unemployment rate from Australia, that'll be decent. Swiss National Bank monetary policy. Great Britain Monetary Policy Committee official bank rate, monetary policy statement in Japan. So we've got the central banks in Japan, UK, Switzerland, and US all involved with monetary policy at the end of the week, and that will start to see some movement in this market. Also, of course, the big news is we've got the big seasonal play in gold coming in as well, which could well see large moves. Let's have a look at some charts and see what this stuff all looks like as far as the charts go. Not a lot of concern at this stage from the market about the stuff overnight with Brexit. Let me get into this to start with, and we'll start with the FTSE, which has opened with a small gap down. Now, look, this is a synthetic market. The real market for the FTSE is still some hours away from opening. I would have thought about 8 to 9 hours away from opening, and we might see some real price movements there. At the moment, we have a synthetic price, which is a bit in the middle of the bar from Friday. Suggests to me that not much going on at all, as we do see the Brexit negotiations extended for the 47th time, I think it is. NASDAQ, again, just, done this a bit recently, a little gap up, starting to close the gap. Interesting. We're seeing this quite regularly on the NASDAQ on the synthetic market. Again, the play for mine, I'm expecting it to pop up and see these previous highs at 12,464, and that'll be when I get a bit more interested. If I get a bounce, get a close below here, I'll be considering this to be a lower high, and I'll be starting to get short targeting 11,704. And if I get a 4-hour close above that bar, I'd start to have a look at these more recent highs as a possible target. Same thing for mine, up the stairs and jump out the window of these markets. So you do want to be a little bit careful on the short side. I think that if you're long, I think the short moves will be the aggressive moves, and the up moves will be the slow grinding moves at this point, running into Christmas. Now, this is the New Zealand dollar, but really it's because I was doing some market analysis last night on another show, and I changed it to that, and I do want to get it back to US 500. Same sort of thing applies here, really. We have taken out these highs in the S&P, which does help. Put in new highs. And again, beautiful price action here, Test, pull back, retest the previous level, off we go. Put in a new high, come back, retest the previous level. And really, again, little gap up on the synthetic, pull back down to close the gap. But for mine, we have tested this, and any price below this price here would start and see looking to get that. What is that? Be more this price here. 3627.69, anything below that, I'll be starting to get pretty bearish. But really, at the moment, I'm looking for a 4-hour bar. We now have what's called a ring low here, and it's weird because we've opened in there. But even above the high of today, you'll be starting to get looking to get long and to target up to this area here. Now, Bitcoin. Now, look, it looks like a big gap up on Bitcoin. But that's because that's Friday, and Saturday, Sunday isn't showing on this market for these retail brokers, but looks like Bitcoin has made its way back up to 19,169, around 19,200 at one point yesterday, I think, and the 2,000 test looks likely at this stage for me. We've got this gap sitting down here, And now we've got this gap sitting up here. And this gap here, we put it in, we've tested it, popped back up, created another gap. Wouldn't be at all surprised to see a little pop up, maybe tested 20,000 and then retested this level to check this gap. I think that, there you go, 18,930 is it? And let me just actually get on that and get a low 18,970. Anything below that, and I'm starting to get a little bit bearish on this. Above that, I'm okay. But if we get back into this gap, I'd expect us to at least come down and close the gap at 18,413, and then have another look potentially at this gap here. So there's plenty of support, I guess. But one of the good things for Bitcoin is there's lots of support building underneath it, which is a really good sign for something that isn't overly moved by news. Has been a quick move down, and sort of same length sort of move down here much more slowly. I think we're ready to see a little bit of a move up, and I expect a test of 20,000 before Christmas, and we'll see what happens after that. The seasonal gold bullish phase starts now. It lasts for about 2 months. There's no rush, and again, there's never a rush into the gold seasonal. You just got to pick your moment. So far, on this, gold has just pulled back a little bit, retested monthly pivot, and continues to not close below it on a daily chart. Seems an important thing. Now over here, when we went up, we busted the 200 moving average, weekly pivot, monthly pivot, very bullish. Got up here to weekly resistance 1, pulled back and just cruised sideways along monthly pivot. But now weekly pivot's going to sit up above us again. It'll be interesting to see what we do with that. I'd like to get us above weekly pivot before I really started to commit long, and close below monthly pivot on a 4-hourly chart does get me a little bit concerned, and starting to think about the 200-day moving average as a target about 1800. Look, it's the same story for gold, really. I'd expect to bounce 1800 if we got there. The real panic time for gold below this 1765 level. We get a close below that, and it's all over as far as the bullish run goes. For now, what we're really looking for this to do really is just get out of this little range, pop down into these levels here, and create a higher low and start that move up. And we'll watch and see if that's what happens or not, but that's what we're hoping to have happen on gold. I don't think that this is a great low. Can be, but I'd actually like to see it just pop down. Once it's popped down, I'd like to see it getting up here towards 1900 with my mid-term target. XTI, look, it's WTI. I don't have a lot more to add to it. I'm not a big fan at the moment of oil. I think that the current price for the current market is too high, and I think the current market price for the future market is way too low. So I do expect to see a push up in oil, but I wouldn't mind seeing a push down first again, popping back into this range and targeting around 43, 44 if you like, as a bit of a target. Looks more likely to me, but I'm not trading oil while this is going on. Cable, look, we closed here on Friday and we opened here on Monday, so we see a bit of a gap. We've already closed the gap. Yeah, we've already closed the gap. Wouldn't be surprised if we came down to the top of the body. And eventually, what we're saying here is that continuing Brexit discussions is good for the pound, and that's why we've seen the big jump up. And it is a decent jump up too. You know, we closed there, we opened there, so we opened up 140 pips. It's a fair chunk, you know, and we'll wait and see how this goes. But again, I think that you need to be really careful with pound and euro at the moment. News could move it around a long way very quickly, and they won't necessarily schedule the bad news. If there is bad news, I'm still hopeful that they will create a way to find some level of resolution to this, but dangerous. And I think big moves in either direction are possible, and I think you need to sort of really cut your risk and be careful with it if you're going to be in this one at all. Dollar yen, look, everyone talks about the triangles, and this is putting in triangle after triangle, and lovely touches on these triangles too. Boy, it's so nice and accurate. And look, a break in either direction and a retest would get you in that direction. But for me, I'll still come back to this bar here. Take out these lows and I'm interested. Take out these highs and I'm interested. Until then, as far as I'm concerned, we're going nowhere and have been for weeks. And I'll stay out of dollar yen as well. Look, guys, hope that helps. As always, please. Market analysis is for educational purposes only. It's here to give you guys some thoughts and some help. And please make your own decisions and trade your own money. And most importantly, just stay calm. Take your time, make good decisions. If you miss a trade today, there'll be a trade tomorrow, there'll be a trade next week, there'll be a trade next month. What it's about is taking this analysis or your analysis and putting it to work for you in a comprehensive, planned manner. It's not about gut reaction. No, this is going up and that. No. No, this is about being calm and making good decisions. If you do that, you should make some money. Take care. I have a feeling that we're going to see a little bit of movement Monday, Tuesday. It's going to start calm down Wednesday. Thursday, Friday, we'll wait for the central banks to make some decisions, and then maybe we'll have a bit of a run up before Christmas. The volume in the markets will be lightning. These traders will be going on holiday, out buying presents for family and staff and that kind of thing. So could be a bit volatile later in the week as well. Cheers, everybody. Have a good day. See you later.